Right, so it's been 2 hours now that the dough's been rising, and as you can see, it has risen and it's stretchy, and that should be the sign, because it's very, it doesn't break, but there you can almost see my fingers through it, and it's called that window pane effect, and this is usually a sign of the dough being ready for the finer rise. So what I usually do is, again, I like to have a little bit of oil on my hands, and what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to knead this dough too much. Now, the previous kneading, if you wanted to develop the gluten even quicker, you could have kneaded the dough, taken it out, put it on your kitchen top, and then start kneading it, and always in this direction with the heel of your hand, palm, and you'd give it a good stretch. Well, I don't really need to do that, and I try and do it as simple as possible and straightforward. Doesn't need a lot of kneading or anything of that nature. So I've already got it. It's a nice, it's risen really well. So there we are. So now it is a matter of, there's sorry, let's have a look. There's some different ways of baking this, so I'm just going to leave it there for a minute. And what I do is I rise this in a basket like this. And what I do is, so it's a rising is what they call a raising basket, rising dough in this. Now, some people or bakers usually just sprinkle flour on top of it and do it in that way. I find it better because I have it's just an ordinary tea towel. So there we are, tea towel. And then what I do is, you need to sprinkle flour all over it to make sure that it's all covered, and then literally I will just lift this up, just knead it a little bit more, really, just to stretch the dough, and there we are, into a ball, and then you lift it up and you put it in the basket, and that's it. And I will leave this now to rise. I'm going to leave it now for a few hours to rise. I'm in no hurry anyway to make the bread as soon as possible, so I'm going to try and leave it for a good few hours. I'm going to go out shopping, come back in the evening, and then have a look at it. So same thing again. What I'm going to do is, because I'm putting it for rising in this basket simply because I am going to bake my bread in this cast iron pan, which I'll show you later. However, it's your choice. Say for example, if you're going to use a loaf tin, what I would do there is I'd grease it with oil, butter, whatever, and then I would have rolled this out and put it in here in the loaf tin to let it rise, cover it, and make sure that it's in a warm place and let it rise. However, because I'm not using that today, I'm going to use my cast iron. So there we are, that's ready. Now with this, what I'll do next is, again, this is going to go into my plastic bag there, and to avoid it from sticking, what I'm going to do is turn it around, put some air in that, twist the plastic bag, and as you can see, there's the air. And then what I'm going to do is put it back in my container. You could put it in your airing cupboard or just on your kitchen top, leave it on your kitchen top. Put something else over it, for example a bowl, a plastic bowl. It's just about retaining heat and making sure that it's in an environment where it can rise. Now I'm doing the same again there. Lid on top, just to make sure that the tea towel is out of the way. But that's it. Yep, so that's going to be left there. Plenty of air in it. Leave it there, and hopefully I'm going to come back to it in a few hours, and then we'll put it for baking.